So the King of New York reached out to me, and when royalty asks you a question, you answer it. So we're gonna be going over the titanium link band from Infinity Loops. I've had this band for over 6 months now. It's held up great. It is by far one of my favorite bands. So we're gonna be comparing it to Apple's stainless steel link band and then also Nomad's titanium band. Both of these bands are like $300 or more. And this band, I believe, retails around $100, sometimes under. So links down below to the band itself. I do want to be fully transparent. Over 6 months ago, I was sent this band for free. There was no requirements. I didn't have to make any content for it. They don't even know that I'm making this video. They will probably see it when you see it, or if not, after you see it. Keep that in mind. There's a lot that I love about it, and there's a couple things that I'm like, I wish it was better. Sizing the band is super easy. On the back side, there's these buttons, and you can just press and hold and pull apart. So right there, if I want to remove a link altogether, I do it again, and then boom. So that one's gone, put that one down, and then I just push these two back together. And now my band is sized one link shorter. So you can just add, remove, however many links you want. The clasp itself is super minimal. Apple referred to this as a butterfly clasp. So all you do is just press the two buttons on the side, it opens up, and then you kind of just bring the two sides together, close down. Now putting this band and removing it from the watch itself is a little bit more cumbersome than most bands because you are recommended to pull it apart, slide each side in. So that part's, it goes in super fast, locks no problem there. And then you bring the two sides together and close it in. So that works great. And you just repeat the steps to take the band off the watch. Press the button, pull them apart, and then you can slide each side out separately. Now that is the recommended way. We don't always have time for that. And I can't recommend this. Do as you will, because this little mechanism is pretty fragile. Even Apple recommends not doing it this way, but it's something I've done for a very long time. So what I usually do is I'll just put that in a little bit of the way, grab this side, put it in a little bit of the way. So if you take a look right there, and then I just slide them both in together. So that's not putting any tension on this band at all when you do it that way. So I feel okay doing it. You can also do it this way when you remove it, but it's a little bit harder. So a lot of times I'll just take it off. But if you hit both buttons, slide them up, and then kind of just slide them out at the same time. Like I said, this gets a little bit, because you just don't have enough hands, especially if you're holding it like this. It does work, and I think it is still faster than taking the band apart. Now we're going to compare the titanium to the stainless steel. This one's from Apple. It's the official one. I've had this one for so many years. If you notice, the finishes are different, but they look identical. They are basically twins.
Like sisters. I like twins.
Everything matches on the front and back. The clasp itself works the exact same. You can even mix and match the steel with the titanium links. Like, it uses the exact same connectors as the one from Apple. It's crazy how perfectly identical they made these two bands. Now, one thing you will notice if you do happen to have both, the steel band is a lot heavier. The titanium, obviously titanium is a lighter weight metal. I'm guessing this is fully titanium. I don't really know. It's pretty cheap of a band. So the quality of titanium, I'm guessing, is less than what the Nomad band is. Either that or Nomad's just making a lot more money off of these bands than Infinite Loops is. Comparing this with the Apples, the only thing I will say is Apple's clasp works a little bit better. I have had the clasp on the titanium one open. You can even see a little bit. There's a little bit more of a gap right there on the titanium one on this one side. I don't know if that's just a manufacturing issue or just the quality. Like I said, overall, this band, it's a fraction of the cost and it works so well and looks so good. That is really my only issue with this band at all. Now let's go ahead and compare the Nomad band with the Infinity Loop titanium link. I believe this one costs $300. It does have a different clasping system. It's like a magnetic clasp, which is kind of cool and kind of scary all at the same time, because there's nothing holding that on if something fails or this pops open. Keep that in mind. So far, no issues. I've had this one for over 6 months as well. Now, the coloring of these two bands are different. The Nomad band is definitely like a darker tint than the one from Infinity Loops. Both bands are great. I honestly like the connector look better on the Infinity Loops. It's just more streamlined than what the Nomad band does. As you can tell, it's a fully separate piece right there. And this one just looks so much cleaner than what the Nomad one does. Also, sizing on the Nomad is way worse. You have to use the pin system and pop out each one of these pins. If you want to see a more detailed video on the Nomad band, please let me know in the comments down below and I can make one on it as well. You're looking at about a $200 price difference between these two bands. Basically just a preference thing. If you like the darker look, you want to make sure you get the highest quality, possibly titanium. Maybe this one has it. Both of these companies have been very good. I've not had any problems. I have a couple bands for both of these companies. No issues at all with either of them. Well, I have had a little bit of an issue with this one that I may cover in a future video, but nothing major, nothing that would stop me from wearing it day to day. I love this band and I do recommend it. Like I said, if you are interested at all, there's a link down below. It's the very first link in the description. If you are looking for some other bands that might class up your Apple Watch Ultra, I have a video right here. You can go click on that and I'll see you over there. Hope you have a great one. God bless.